if we face a struggle in our love life, even if we face challenges in our day-to-day life, but we have a good news, and good news is from the God, and the God wants us to celebrate and live every moment in festivity, because God has not created this world. This world is created by humans. This world is created by our will. God has created Eden Garden. God has created eternity. God never creates the death. God has created entire creation by love. The love that's eternal, love that unites is Christ, and by which God has created everything. In the beginning, there was a Word, and the Word was already existing, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. By this Word, God has created everything. Not even a single thing in this creation is without this Word, and this Word is Christ. Even in sexual act, we realize the same truth when we feel joy. There is the realization of the same truth of fulfillment, that all gaps of our body or of our touch becomes fulfilled. Either our body or mind gets filled up with joy beyond all transitional thought. And Jesus has said that flesh is weak, and I'm repeating it over and over again because it's a form of contemplation, and when we repeat, we get deeper into the faith, and I'm repeating it, that Jesus has said flesh is weak, but he has not said that flesh is dead. Flesh is weak. Weak means there is still hope. Means it's like evening, but not yet night. It is weak. At evening, the light is weak, but it's not night. It's not dark yet. But the point to be noted is this, that in evening, the light is same light that's in the morning, that's in the afternoon, that's at the midday. The light, even if is dim in the evening, it's not different light. It's the light of the same sun that we have at the daytime, when we can walk freely because it's all filled up with light. At evening, light is dim, but it is the light of the same sun. So even in sexual feeling, the pleasure that we feel is the same Christ that is the fulfillment, because Christ is life, and anything that we feel by life, by which life is born, is from God. But there is a fact about our relationship. The realization or joy that we attain through body is also weak, because body is weak, and if we get ego that our body is strong, we can go sometime to see the cemetery or the graveyard. There are so many people who are strong like us, but they are sleeping in peace there, because body is weak, and what's weak either gets dispersed, scattered, broken, or dies sooner or later. So is our relationship when we have our body as the foundation. Even if the joy is coming from the God, nothing is here in this world or any world that is without God, because God has created everything with Christ. We know so much about each other, about our partner, but how little we feel, and how little we feel, this we can realize when it differs with our opinion or our decision. And what else is opinion or decision if it's not the set of thought? In true feelings, there is no separation. I want to give you one example. One example is that what scholars miss to see, a lover can see. When you love somebody, you can see something. A child's father is a doctor who is very busy in his profession, but the mom of the same child knows nothing about medical science, but she is all invested in taking care of the child, that little child. Now, when the child becomes ill, the doctor father, who is doctor, it is his profession, does miss often to notice it in very beginning. But so-called ignorant mom about medical science never missed to feel or notice it in very beginning, that her child, something is not so good about the child, and she can feel it. So what's the science behind this if it's not love? Love is divine. Love can see beyond the weakness, beyond the deepness of the light. In true feeling, there is no separation. When we unite with somebody, with a spirit, then we attain the absolute fulfillment of life. And this fulfillment is Christ. In union of flesh, if this union of flesh or body or sex can bring such intense joy, then how much joy union of the spirit can bring? We cannot even imagine it. Thus we have Jesus, the Son of Man, who shines in the night, the lamp, the light, because after evening comes the night, and we see, we feel there comes a stage in our relationship then that we are on a verge of breakup or divorce or getting away from each other, because our relationship, I don't know how, but it becomes so much superficial that we miss to go into it. If we base our relationship by our daylight, then we never wander, we never get separated. But unfortunately, because of our busy life, or we get distracted so much that we are unable to invest so much into each other, and we miss to feel the same light of each other, and we see each other in the evening of our life, in evening of our feeling, that we are unable to see each other beyond our thoughts, our opinion, our way of thinking. I am like this, you are like that kind of statement always. So we have Jesus Christ. Jesus, how can Jesus help in this? First of all, it's the Christ that we feel as love. Christ means love. But there is Jesus. Jesus comes at the night of our life. And life of Jesus is like the lamp. There is still hope. Even if weakness comes, like the evening comes, and after evening comes night. Means after weakness comes death. After disease comes death. But we don't have to give up. It doesn't mean that if we have breakup with somebody, then it's broken. Jesus, life of Jesus, when we invest ourselves a little on the life of Jesus Christ, even from first moment to last moment of Jesus Christ, if you take any page of the life of Jesus Christ, any day or any moment, you will find that a dead person comes back to life. A person who is paralyzed starts to walk moving. It's not just miracle. Somebody is walking on water. Somebody who is dead for 3 days comes back to life. Somebody, even him, Jesus Christ himself, resurrects from the death. And it appears like miracles, and so many people say that, oh, it's not possible, it is baseless. People, it is just, they are worshipper of miracle who worship Jesus Christ. I'm not asking you to worship, I'm just asking you to believe in your own relationship that end is not end. Look, there is one way of seeing the thing, that is from the light of the sun, that is the Christ, that when sun is shining, then comes the morning, then comes the afternoon, then comes the evening, and after that sun sets, all dark, but there is still moon. There is still moon, there is still stars. And even if this moon and this stars is not going to help you, means the old promises of your love life or old commitment to your partner is not there to hold you back or rise you back in relationship, but life of Jesus is an inspiration that even after sunset we can have a lamp, we can have a candle, we can have a light. And in our modern life we have a good night life. Our life doesn't stop after the sunset. So why our emotional life stops? Why our love life stops? Why can't we light a candle and we can start anew with our partner? And it's a beautiful world. Love is most beautiful thing. We think that we break with somebody and we get with other body, but it doesn't work. So many times relationship fails until we learn to light a lamp in the evening, because every day if we feel that, all right, this night I'm going to sleep, means this breakup pain I will endure, and next time with some other person I will be very happy, but then I sleep again, like it's like sleeping, and then next morning I wake up and yes, it's working very fine, but then again from the morning will come midday and the sun will set again, and again the night comes. And that's what happening in our world. People are breaking, and partner changing. The secret is that no matter how good your lover is, how good your partner is, how good your husband is, how good your wife is, the evening will come. There will come a time when you will disagree, when you will feel like breaking up with that person. But somebody has to light a lamp. Somebody has to light a candle in the darkness. And then you can see each other again. You can see the love again. And that is what Jesus. Christ is the love. Christ is the light. That is the light of the day and that is the light of night. But Jesus is like a person who has light himself when it is still the sun has set. Means something is dead, but like the sun has set and somebody is dead, the relationship has failed, but the light is lit. The candle is lit. And in the darkness, even without the sun, when you are unable to see the God, when you are unable to see the love, but when you light a lamp of understanding, of commitment, of the heart of a giver, then you see the love again, you see the face again. And that is the secret of life. That is the fulfillment of life. That is a person to be reborn into spirit, to see the world into unseen, to see the person, to see the soul of the person whom you have loved one time. So this lighting of candle is the Jesus, is the life of Jesus. Any chapter, anything that you call miracle or you call anything, you just randomly open any chapter and you will see that how a person who can never see, who is blind from life, starts to see. How a person heavier than water, walking on water. A person who has died, whose friend has died, Lazarus has died, comes back to life. A person who has given his life to flesh gets back to spirituality. A person who is there in a river and unable to find any fish, he's a fisherman, but then finds the fish. Means from the sunset, before the sunrise, there is a phase of darkness that comes, but that darkness turns into light. And life of Jesus is a inspiration to see the joy when is the darkest hour of your life. And that's the life of a brave person. That's the life. That's the meaning of life. That's the celebration of life. Why should you celebrate if you don't win a heart championship? If it is daytime, there is no meaning of celebration. So with Jesus, life is a celebration. That you go out in a picnic where you don't have facility of your kitchen and you cook there and you eat there. You go in an adventure where there is challenges coming in your life and you survive. The same way the love life faces some sunset that will face even Jesus, who is called Son of God, dies. But the key is that he will rise back. He will resurrect. And the same way, your love life will certainly face challenges because this is how world is. There is a circle. It faces the challenges because like a mother feels the pain. But this pain develops into joy when the child is born. The same way, the pain and challenges come, but we got a light. It's not end. We just have to believe the faith. Jesus said that if you have faith in one mustard seed, then you can move the mountain. And the faith is that one candle that you can light in your life before, just one time before saying goodbye to somebody, light a candle and see the face of that person again. I am sure you will fall in love with that person again. And you will see, because you will see that even in the darkness of night, that person is still with you. If you break up with somebody, even if relationship has ended, yet that person is still in your heart. Just you have to light a candle. Just have to call that person one time. Make one phone call. Make one touch. Make one light again. Okay, thank you so much. And I'm really grateful that you have heard with my words with so much of love, and I pray that your relationship always becomes successful and everything good and blissful happen with your life and your love wins in your life. Thank you so much.